The messy and more textured hairstyle is the style most men do want to achieve nowadays, but unfortunately you have that flat, boring, straight hairstyle that just can't seem to look how you want it to. And all of that changes today because I'm going to be giving you guys the complete step-by-step guide on how you can go from that straight, boring hair to that amazing textured look. Step 1 is to shampoo and condition your hair so you can give your hair that volume it needs. But before we get into it, I got a little bit of shocking news. Most guys have been washing their hair the wrong way. See, if you've just been using any shampoo and conditioner, you've probably noticed that your hair just ends up looking pretty flat and lifeless. And that's because these products can actually weigh down your hair, leaving you with little to no volume. But don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do it the correct way. You must start by selecting a shampoo and conditioner that's actually made to give your hair that volume. These products are specifically designed to cleanse and condition your hair while still adding that volume. And once you start shampooing your hair, make sure you apply the shampoo to your scalp, because you want to make sure you're removing all that dirt, oil, and sweat that's in there. But when you apply the conditioner, you want to make sure you're applying it to the ends and the mid-lengths of your hair. And that's because if you apply that conditioner to your scalp, that will actually weigh down your hair and just make your hair look very greasy. Step number 2 is to towel dry your hair in order to maintain that volume. Most guys will make mistakes when it comes to drying their hair that will completely ruin what we achieved in step number 1. And the main mistake they're making is they're being way too rough with the towel when they dry their hair. And when you towel dry too roughly, this can lead to frizz and hair damage. So if you've been doing this for your whole life, your hair is literally probably screaming for help. But here's the absolute game changer. When you gently pat dry your hair, it not only prevents damage, but more importantly helps maintain your hair's natural texture and volume. And when I'm towel drying my hair, I like to start from my scalp and then slowly work my way down. Step number 3 is to apply a volumizing mousse. And guys, if you follow this step, your hair will literally defy the laws of gravity. Way too many men underestimate the true power of a volumizing mousse. And I love it so much, not only because it adds so much volume, but it also gives your hair that hold that it needs. So grab a volumizing mousse, apply it evenly throughout your hair, and I like to start from the roots and then work my way down to the tips. And if you follow this step, you are literally making it like 20 times easier to add that volume to your hair. Step number 4 is to blow dry your hair to get those effortless waves and texture. If you've been blow drying your hair without the right technique, you've 100% experienced frizz, flatness, and absolutely the worst texture. Guys, it's time for a change. It's time for you to get those natural looking waves and texture you guys have been craving. So I want you guys to go grab your blow dryer and pop a diffuser attachment to it. Start by drying your hair and scrunching it with your hands. The reason you want to attach that diffuser to the hair dryer is because it will evenly distribute that heat, while that scrunching motion will help you achieve that natural looking waves. Step number 5 is to apply a dry shampoo to get your hair to have even more volume. At this point, you guys are probably like, yo, I've been applying so many products, I need even more. Yes, and here's why. Because I just want to be 100% sure when you guys click off this video and follow these steps that there is a 0% chance that your hair is still looking flat. So with all that being said, go grab your dry shampoo, do a few little spritz into the roots and mid-lengths of your hair, and you're all good to go. So I first want you to go and try those first 5 steps, because that hair might already have that texture and volume you want and you're good to go. But if you tried it and your hair's still looking flat, trust me guys, these next 5 steps will literally force you to have that texturized and voluminous look. So step number 6, like I said, we're now literally going to force those waves and curls and texture. And the way we're gonna do it is by using a curling iron. So take a small section of your hair and hold the curling iron vertically and make sure it's pointing downward. Wrap the hair around the barrel of the curling iron and hold the hair around the barrel for about 5 to 10 seconds. Then gently release the hair from the curling iron and then continue to do that until you've covered all the sections. Moving on to tip number 7, I want you to start teasing your hair. What I mean by that is you're gonna wanna do something called back combing. And this can give your hair that instant lift and volume that it still may need. So I want you to go grab a comb, take small sections of your hair, and gently tease the roots by combing in a backward motion. Step number 8, you finally got that volume, the texture, but now you gotta lock it in. And in order to lock it in, you're gonna need to use hairspray. Hairspray is your best friend. So go grab a light holding hairspray, hold it a few inches away from your head, and just do a little mist over your hair. And this right here was the final step to fully make sure that you're having that textured, wavy, voluminous look all throughout the day. And if you're still worried about it losing its texture and volume throughout the day, you can even find a small little bottle of hairspray that you can keep throughout the day, or you could just use your fingers to fluff it up a little bit. And if you guys followed this step by step, you should 100% see a noticeable difference in your hair volume and texture. If you want to see some normal things your hair does that you freak out about, check it out right here. And if you want to see the perfect 7-day hair care routine, check it out right here. I'll see you guys in the next one.